Ladies and gents, it is a perfect day to pick up your brand new 2023 Corvette Stingray 2LT convertible. This is a really gorgeous combination. It's the red mist metallic tint coat with the natural interior. I really like how the natural interior is still mixed with black portions. So your carpeting is black, a lot of your dashboard is black, your center console is black, but you have natural portions throughout. So it gives it a nice two-tone look, accents up along the top of the dashboard there. Really sharp looking interior, especially with this exterior color. This was one of my factory orders. I have the window sticker here, so we're going to go through the build and what my customer decided to add to this car. So we already mentioned that it's a convertible, obviously, which you can tell. What you may not be able to tell yet is that we did go with the black roof and the black nacelas. Obviously you can see these. Now when the roof is up, it's going to be all black as well, or carbon flash as we call it. The reason I have the top down at the moment is there was some plastics in here from shipping to protect it, and I just want to lift the top up this way I can take those plastics off. So my customer should be here in about a half hour. I'm going to get all this buttoned up and have it parked up front when he gets here, but it's just really a good way to show off this combination with the top down. This vehicle is a non-Z51, so normally it wouldn't have any kind of a spoiler on it, but what the customer did was added this nice low profile spoiler. It is painted in carbon flash, which was something we selected. It's the spoiler and the mirrors that are painted carbon flash. You add that with the roof, with the side vent accents, everything else, again, just really completes the look of the car. Your rear vents here on the rear deck lid is black, also your vents in the back. So it gives you a nice contrasting look. We did stay with the standard silver exhaust tips. We didn't upgrade those to black. And then of course you have the black nameplate Corvette, the Stingray, and the Corvette symbol up in the front. My customer did elect to go with the 5 Trident spoke machined face Spectra gray painted aluminum wheels. I really like these wheels a lot. It gives you the dark wheel look, but it has the machine faced, you know, finish as well. That kind of coincides with the exhaust tips on the back, so it kind of gives you some of that metallic look. He also elected to go with the edge red calipers, which are going to match that car very well, you know, as far as the red mist, you know, rather than doing the bright red calipers. He did add the performance exhaust, which we all know sounds real great. If you're not familiar with the Corvettes, when you have that performance exhaust, it's actually linked up to your drive modes. So right now in mine mode, you see the engine, it just went off. The engine sound is at 1 level. So if I go to touring, you'll see it's at the first level. Go to sport, it's gonna take it up a notch. Go to track, even louder. And then with that my mode or with Z mode, you could adjust where you want that engine sound to be. So for instance, you can go with a more touring feel for brake and steering, but have the loudest exhaust. Or you can have all the sport track type steering and brake feel and have a quiet exhaust. You have the ability for 2 different profiles there. One again for Z mode, and then one which is called my mode. It'll also change your instrument cluster here as well. So that's track. This one here is gonna be sport. And then if we go back down to touring, it'll kind of modify it and change it up a little bit. This is a real nice build. I really like the interior. I like the center stripe here that they give you on the 2LT when you go with a natural interior like this. It looks great. All the stitching matches, which looks nice. And it just, again, you see the tan, the black, the red on the outside on the hood that I can see from here. It's a great combination. We're gonna put the top up, and then I'll be able to show you that carbon flash painted roof. Here's what it looks like with the top up. Again, you have the carbon flash A-pillars, the roof, right down to the nacelas there. Looks really nice. Gives it a sleek look. Matches the spoiler. You know, everything we talked about. The contrasting elements between the black trim and the red just really looks great. It's a nice spec. Real nice spec. There are 2 other things that the customer added which I want to point out. The first one is the custom splash guards, which are these right here. Now they look very small. They cost $255. It's front and it's rear. They stick out maybe 1/4 of an inch more than what the factory ones are. You know, just enough to help protect the side rocker panels of your vehicle here. The second thing he added for $495, which might be tough to see, is like this honeycomb pattern grille inside here to protect your radiators. Now that's on this side, it's also on the other side as well. Looks pretty cool. It's very subtle, and again, it's just going to provide a little protection, help you know, leaves and debris and anything from going through those the actual grate and into that section where that radiator is. Also, I didn't mention earlier when we did the low profile spoiler in the back, it also gives you this little front splitter here in the front, which again just helps give the car a nice little aerodynamic appearance. MSRP of this vehicle as it's equipped, $87,410. What do you think? How do you like this spec? Would you do anything different? Let us know in the comments.